City crews are still working to seal off a broken pipe, spewing hundreds of gallons of raw sewage into a St. Pete neighborhood for a third straight day. We're getting word now that repair crews are close to finally stopping the stench. Our John Thomas is live out there talking with crews about why it's taken so long to close off this pipe. Good afternoon, John.
Yeah, you know what? They were hoping that they would stop the pipe from leaking, and you can see it's going on right now, right there. All that green kind of goop coming out of there, that's not nature's goodness, I can tell you that. That's raw sewage, 250 to 500 gallons a minute coming out of there. But they've run into a couple of problems. The main problem that they've run into is a couple of pipes that they've been trying to join together are not joining together, and I'll explain why if Randy comes back here. They're supposed to butt up like this, but one of the pipes has a lip on it. So what they've had to do, because it wasn't butting together, they've had to grind that lip off it, and now they're putting a gasket there to try and seal them. A gasket's kind of like a rubber washer. What they're hoping to do with that is then redirect the water from the broken pipe into this new pipe they've laid down right here. This new PVC pipe right here is going to divert the water from the break area, but they haven't been able to open it up and get the water in there. Last night they did a ton of work. For example, here, they buried that new pipe underneath the road here. And as we walk across the road, we're going to speak to Tom Ave N from Pinellas County Government. And Tom, I always say when I'm doing something around the house, it always seems easy when you put it on paper, but it never is. We've run into a few problems. But are you confident that this is going to get stopped by later today?
Oh, certainly. I mean, what happened was we had a little problem with the flanges not matching, but we want to make sure that when we do hit this tap into the line, that it doesn't leak. We want to make sure that we get a perfect seal on this so we can stop this and we can make sure we stop there's no more sewage running down the street.
Okay, I'm going to jump on the other side because I want to point out something down here. You have trucks down here. What are the trucks doing down here?
What's happening, these are vacuum trucks. They've been able to get a lot of what's been flowing out into the tanks and take it to the wastewater treatment facility. The first day, they took out nearly 500,000 gallons. So they've been running constantly, trying to keep up with the pace.
Okay, best case scenario, say you do get that water shut off later today. What's the next step? What are you guys doing?
Well, it's going to be two parts. The first part is we're going to clean this ditch up. We're going to put down lime. We're going to get this completely vacuumed up, rinsed out, and get the whole area put back in place. The other thing is we're going to replace this section of pipe to make sure that we get this nice and repaired. Well, hopefully in 7 days, this will look like we weren't even here.
7 days. Looks good on paper.
You can never tell. With the rain we've been having, it could take longer.
Yeah, but one thing we can say about the guys working here, because we've been watching them for 2 days, and you've been watching them for a few days now, too. They're working hard to get this fixed.
They were here at 3:30 in the morning, digging this trench across the street to make sure that they could have it under the road and the school could open up today. So these guys were working late into the night.
Tom, thank you very much. So once again, first problem, get that thing stopped. They're hoping to get it stopped by later today. Back to you.